next contest is a one-on-one exhibition. It's scheduled for and has a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, also representing the foundation, he hails from South Carolina, Rhode Island. He weighs in 280 pounds. He's a relation, Chris Sterling.
Jack Connor is trying to reinvent himself. He is trying to reinvent himself against one of the better mat tacticians here in the RWA, Christopher Sterling, a longtime veteran of this RWA. Jack Connor is looking to completely rewrite his entire persona. He has come up so short recently. I've never seen him so frustrated, and I've seen Jack Connor take tough losses before, and he's always bounced back and been positive. This is a different Jack Connor, Bobby Rossi.
Jack Connor has not only something to prove to the rest of the world, he has something to prove to himself. He knows damn right well that things have not been in his favor. And you know, Rob, when you talk about being oh so close and coming up oh so short, the guy, it doesn't matter what kind of efforts he gives, he's always just shy of the finish line.
And there's been no real, like, if you look at Jack Connor's matches, and this is professional wrestling, let's be honest, you know, shenanigans happen. There have been no shenanigans when it comes to Jack Connor. It's literally, he's been right there, only to snatch a loss out of the jaws of victory. Here's a cover, 1, 2, and just a kick out. Oh, just at 1.
Hey, well, this is very early in this matchup. Sterling has a clear size advantage over Connor, but if you notice, Connor's been no bullshit. Honestly, like it's just been straight fury. This newly found approach seems to be working for him. I just hope he doesn't put the cart before the horse.
Jack Connor laying in those forearms to Christopher Sterling. And again, like I happened to see Jack Connor in the locker room before we started the show, and I saw him getting ready to, he's stretching his thumb to the eye by Christopher Sterling. Sterling takes Connor up, sends him down, back suplex, nicely done.
Picture perfect, very well done.
I said to Jack Connor when I saw his gear, I was like, you look very plain, and he just looked at me with dead eyes, cover 1, 2, I shouldn't say dead eyes, with determined eyes, and he said, that's the point.
Jack Connor now feeling the effects of those heavy hands of Chris Sterling. He needs to get his wind about him, and I think that's really what's throwing him off right now. He had a plan. He wants to fight through the pain. That's always been Jack Connor's MO, is to fight through it all. But man, he needs a better strategy.
And he is outweighed, he is outmatched, and he is right now outpowered by Christopher Sterling, as Sterling looks for that vertical suplex, and he does get Connor up. Big vertical suplex, center of the ring, and Connor is in a bad way. And you know what? I hate to say it, and I hope I am wrong, as we have a cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out just at 2. If Jack Connor loses this match here tonight, this could break, and not in the gimmick sense, this could break Jack Connor's spirit.
No, I completely agree. I mean, you want to talk about a losing streak, the guy just can't seem to get one up on any of his competitors. But look at what he's doing right now. He's playing right into Chris Sterling's hand. He's trying to play a power game. His head's still not in the right place, Rob.
Off the ropes. Oh my God! What a big clothesline taken down.
Damn it! That's the kind of clothesline that could just knock varnish off the walls.
Connor is staggered, now just being mocked by Christopher Sterling. And Connor goes right after Sterling with rights and lefts, just trying to take down the big Sequoia. Connor stomping around, he's trying to get fired up as a big headbutt by Chris Sterling, though headbutts really, nobody wins with a headbutt.
No, they really don't. Well, Sterling doesn't seem too phased. You can see he's just mushing his forearm into his mug.
Nobody home for Sterling. Jack Connor rolls out of the way using that speed, drop kick into the corner, and Sterling is now dazed and maybe a bit confused.
Look at this, off the ropes.
Big forearm, here's a cover, 1, 2, and kick out just at 2. Jack Connor using that speed, using that agility, using his skill that he has against Chris Sterling, and I think he's gotten away from that power game, and he realizes, obviously, he's the faster guy. Use speed to your advantage. Sterling trying to wrap him up, trying to get him almost into a bear hug. Off the ropes goes Connor. Connor backs up, being caught. German suplex by Chris Sterling.
Connor needs to think ahead.
Cover. 1, 2, and kick out just at 2.
We saw the complexion of this matchup change when Connor was thinking ahead, getting a good feeling for what Sterling was going to do. Now it seems like he's falling right back into that energy again. Connor needs to do something to turn this around.
Oh, what a big crescent kick out of absolutely nowhere. Off the ropes, Jack Connor, big double stomp, takes down Chris Sterling. Can he float him over? No, he goes into a crossface.
And he's got that locked in pretty tight. Sterling has nowhere to go.
Sterling tapped out. Jack Connor tapped out Chris Sterling. Jack Connor, come from behind victory. What a huge victory for Jack Connor. And finally, the man who snatches defeat out of the jaws of victory has earned himself a victory here tonight. And not only a victory, a submission victory over one of the bigger and one of his tougher opponents in recent history.
Chris Sterling, also a no-nonsense competitor, none too flashy, but extremely effective, also a hard hitter. Jack Connor should sincerely be proud of himself, but right now, that was a very strong victory.
Well done by Jack Connor. As we go into, as Jack Connor is fired up, could this be the beginning of that climb back to the top of the mountain?
Rob, only time will tell, and we'll find out next month at RWA's Perseverance. That's going to be taking place here at the Chop Shop, and don't quote me on the date, folks. That is happening in March. I will check my calendar, but for right now, we're going to go into our main event.
That match is next.